it's a lipstick gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to go through my empties. I'm going to try and do it quickly. I didn't think I had this much, and then it kind of all just piled up at the last. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start with makeup. I almost never start with makeup, but I was surprised I had this much. All right, I was cleaning out my linen closet, and my linen closet is where I keep all of my extra skincare. And I found a makeup bag in there, and I was like, what? And it was kind of down, shoved in the back, and there was makeup in there. Literal, and normally if I find a makeup bag, it's full of like brushes that I don't use. No. It was literally full of makeup, and I found some concealers. So this is from Benefit. They have renamed this. This is the Fake Up, which is a concealer that has, if you look at it, a core of color and then a hydrating outside. And it's expired because it smells expired, but I never really liked the way that this stayed. If you need an hydrating concealer, I think there are some other ones out there that do a good job that have hyaluronic acid. This is from many, many moons ago, and there's really not that much left to it. I mean, like, I tried to finish this puppy up, that's all there is. But I think it got put in a bag and forgotten because I didn't really love it. Same with this. This is from Tarte. This is their Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. And I think they have more shades now, but at the time, this was the lightest shade they had, and it wasn't light enough. It's kind of a peach colored concealer. And so I like that they've expanded their range. This now comes in not a squeeze tube, but kind of like a tube like this where you have a wand to doe foot applicator. It's the same formula. I liked it because it was pretty full coverage, and I liked the coverage of it. It's also hydrating, but when it says creaseless, I never found it to be creaseless. I might have been applying too much, but it's expired, so it has to go. This is another one that was expired. Now this stuff is serious. This is the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. And they come in two different sizes. They do have a larger size, but this is the small size, and this is 0.2 fluid ounces, like not even a quarter of an ounce. And it is so intense. You don't really need a lot. It gives some very serious coverage. It really does. It is a little tacky, and I always remember that about it. But this shade is also too dark for my skin tone, and it was the lightest one they had that didn't look like a pink undertone at the time. I feel like everyone's doing so much better because these are all from before the days of like 40 shades of foundation and 25 or 30 shades of concealer. These are from many, many moons ago, all expired and all going. I found this. This is a Physicians Formula liquid liner. It's in brown, and it just doesn't, it lasted for quite a long time, and I liked it. And this is I think the eye booster, but it doesn't really, oh, you know what? It's not brown. It says ultra black. When I just was swatching it, it only looked brown. So it has lost its ability to be what it says it is. But I do think that this is a okay eyeliner if you don't need something that is waterproof. I have a very leaky left eye, so I quit using this a while ago. And then when I found it, I was like, I have a better dark brown liquid liner than this. I don't think I need it anymore. It's not even brown. It's supposed to be black. All right, this was also in that makeup bag with the concealers. This is a ColourPop brow pencil in the shade Arched Auburn. And when I was still dyeing my hair, which I haven't for many, many moons, I was dyeing it an auburn color, and this worked, and it was kind of like the color that I would use in the front half of my brows and something darker on the tail end, but it's definitely not the shade that I need, so these guys are done. And I haven't bought this in a long time, but I finally finished up this lower lash mascara from Clinique. I do like it. I don't know that I'm going to run out and buy it, but I do like especially just how tiny the wand is. And this one is, dried and got some gooped up mascara on it, but it's really small. And it's perfect for making sure you're getting just what you want on your lower lashes. And I like that it's a short little tiny spoolie so you can focus on one area without getting more where you don't need it. So I do like this. I do like the formula, but I don't know that I'm running out to get it. The last makeup item that I finished, and this I've had for a long time. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Lip Oil Gloss. It's a really long name, and this is one of those that I even took that kind of stopper out of so that I could get down to the bottom. And as you see, there's still product down here, but the wand won't reach any farther than that. So I've kind of said I'm done. And every time I've opened it, it's gotten really messy, and I was trying to be as careful to use everything in here as possible, but I feel like I'm at that point, and trying to get what's in the very bottom is just gonna frustrate me. And I wish they would make products better so you could use all of it up. But I don't have one of those little tiny makeup spatulas, and I don't know that this shade or formula is worth it. It was nice while it lasted, but, oh, and by the way, it's the shade Papa Don't Peach, but I don't know that I'm gonna run out and get this lip gloss. Let's talk some body stuff. I finally used the Spongel sponge. I didn't know I was gonna love it this much. I really didn't. This is one that came in a BoxyCharm, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. And I finally said, I have to open it up, I have to try it, because I'd had one before that I gave to a niece of mine because I'd never used it. It just didn't appeal to me, the idea of a sponge infused with body wash. I really liked it. So much so that when BoxyCharm had their pop-up recently, I ordered 2 more of these. They were on sale for $4 a piece, and I was like, yeah, I liked it enough for that. So I have 2 more of those coming. All right, I just dropped something. I'll have to get it. This was just a container full of bath salt. There's nothing left. This is from a company. My mom lives in Ohio, and her hairdresser's daughter makes these bath salts. And this one was really good. This one was called Tranquility. It smells like lavender. So there was lavender buds in here along with the Epsom salts and other things. So it smelled amazing, made my bath smell good, and was really kind of soothing to be in the bath with, but we're out. The battery just died in my camera, sorry. Deodorant. I have been on the hunt for a natural deodorant that I really like, and I have tried a lot. I still have a little mini stick of Native, which works okay. I have tried a lot of other ones. I've got a rogue cat hair here. Like for years, and I know the jury's out. Some people say that regular deodorant antiperspirants aren't bad for you. Some people say they're terrible for you. I'm just erring on the side of caution. So if you know more about deodorant antiperspirants and you've done some serious like digging into it, I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below. But I've been looking for something that's going to keep me from smelling stinky. I can deal with some perspiration. I can even deal with like some like sweaty underarms in the middle of summer because we all sweat. I know we don't want to look like we sweat, but we all sweat. What I don't want is stinky underarms. And the one product that has worked the best for me is this, and I'm out of it. I got a 5 sampler of these Lumi deodorants, and these are for underarms and private parts. Now, I love the cream because I can use it like not just under my arms, underneath my breasts, where I do get a lot of like, especially once it starts warming up in the summertime, a lot of under boob sweat. Don't like that. I also like this for the bottoms of my feet and between my toes. I wear a lot of shoes without socks. Ugh, I know it's kind of gross, but I do. And I find that this really does help to keep like the odor at bay. It says it has 72-hour protection. I've only ever gone 48. I don't feel like, what if halfway through day 3 it just decides and we're done. So I've only ever gone like every other day out of the shower, I make sure I put this on. And the way that this works is you have to make sure you're completely dry. You can't be damp at all. And then you can use it. I even use it on my belly button sometimes. Like I want all my parts that could be at all like not delightful to smell delightful. And right now I'm using the unscented version, which is probably the one that I will continue to repurchase. But the lavender sage is really nice. That's what this one is. But you have to really like lavender because it's quite strong. I think this is a really great deodorant. And you can use it anywhere on your body. It doesn't have any baking soda in it, and that's one of the things I love. So it doesn't have that slightly gritty texture that other natural deodorants have. So the other one that I have tried that I don't care for is this one here. It's Schmidt's. This is the rose vanilla. And the reason I don't like it, oh man, I feel like you can really see it, is that there is a lot of, see the difference in color? It looks like there's little teeny tiny white balls in here. And if I were to dig out one of these little balls and I were to, you can see them here on my finger. You know, if I were to press it together, it would eventually start to kind of, you know, I can rub it in, but it does feel very grainy. It feels very powdery, like baking soda, and kind of greasy. When this completely absorbs in, there is no greasy, sticky, gross feeling. And after I've shaved my underarms, I don't need something rough like this that has like those grainy bits kind of being dragged along. A sensitive, recently irritated by a razor area, so I don't prefer this, and I don't feel like it gives the same amount of deodorant protection. This has been my favorite. This is really good. And what I love about this is they sell like larger size tubes of this. They do have a deodorant that comes in a stick form like this, and they also make bars of soap. So I will have bars of soap for the shower, something like this for my underarms, and this for my under boobs and my feet, because it works. I've told you before, one of my favorite things for my hands is a Bliss Kiss lotion stick. I have these little minis, and this one's all gone. I dug it out to the last little bit. I find that these are nice to keep in my purse so that when the backs of my hands get really dry, and I'm not really spending a lot of time out of the house with a handbag, so this one was on my bedside table. But if you're getting back to more normal everyday leaving the house sort of stuff, it's nice to have something like that in there for all the hand washing we're doing. It does help to keep me moisturized. All right, let's talk hair. I never finished this. This is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Gel to Oil Overnight Repair Treatment. I didn't really like the formula. It left my hair very greasy. It does come out it has a pump. It comes out in a gel. I've used like 3/4 of it. I just can't bring myself to finish the rest of it. It's the one Briogeo product that I've tried that I don't like. And I find the best thing for me if I'm needing like a hydrating treatment is just to use plain old jojoba oil in my hair. And I put it in my hair when it's damp and I load it up, and then I let it dry, and then I just go around like that for a day or two. Then I wash it out with shampoo and conditioner, and I feel like it does a better job than this and is less expensive. So I didn't finish this. I liked this a lot. This is the Aunt Jackie's Curl and Coils Quench Moisture Intense Leave-In Conditioner. This, there's hardly any of it left, is like a pale green. It looks like a mint green conditioner. It smells nice. It smells almost like a cucumber floral. I don't know. I'm not good with scents. I like it. It's not heavy, but what was great about this is that it left my curls hydrated, and it left them feeling hydrated, because sometimes I'll use a leave-in conditioner and it'll feel good right at the minute, and then like half a day later, like in the afternoon, I'll touch my hair and my hair will feel dry and crispy. And this didn't do it. This Quench really worked really well. I have been using this for a long time. This is my second bottle that I finished. This is the Cantu for Natural Hair Moisturizing Curl Activator Cream. So I thought that every product from the Cantu line would be sulfate, silicone, paraben, and mineral oil free. That is not the case. But this is one that is. And since I'm not using silicones in my hair, this is a great styling product. It's what I have in my hair today. So I'll put a giant blob of this in my palm, and then I'll put probably like a half a teaspoon of jojoba oil, mix it all together, and then comb it through my hair. And it helps, because I'm out of leave-in conditioner right now, it helps to keep my hair conditioned and soft and give it hold. So I'm getting the hold from this and the hydration from the jojoba oil. But I do like both of these products. I do have another one of these that I've opened, but I gotta go through them kind of quickly. So just down to skincare now. This is from Skin RX Lab. This is a cleansing balm. This is their Maid Sarah cleansing balm. You're getting 3.5 0.04 ounces in here. I got these on sale at a Boxy pop-up, and I got 4 of these. And I'll tell you, they work okay. I would never pay full price for this. I feel like the Clinique Take the Day Off works better. I feel like the Banilico works better. I also really love the one from Hamish. I love that one so much. But these were $6 a jar, and I was like, for the price of one other jar, I can get a year's worth of this. So the thing that I don't like most about this is I feel like it's hard to wash off with just water. So I do use a muslin cloth as I'm washing my face to make sure I'm getting everything off. But if you're one who just, puts on a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm and then just splashes water, I find that it's hard to get off with just water. I always do a second cleanse with something that's not like an emulsifier, but we'll get into that. All right, so I did also finish up this. This is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I really liked this. You get 5 ounces. It's quite expensive. It's in the $40 range, but this came in a BoxyCharm, and I immediately put it in my shower, and I love it. And then when I found another one of these in Boxy pop-up, I bought another one, and I think I spent like $8 on it. And for me, that's the perfect price, because face washes like this never stay on my face for more than 60 seconds, and they just wash off straight down the drain. So I wouldn't ever pay the $40 for just this, because there's a lot of other good, less expensive second cleanses, but this duo has been working for me. Oh, I love this stuff. And this is my last bottle, and I'm so sad. I should get some more, but I have other things to use first. This is the Misha Time Revolution First Treatment Essence Intensive. I love this stuff. I've had the intensive, I've had the moist, I've had the regular. I'll tell you what I love about this stuff. And I always decant it into a spray bottle so I can spray it on my face. I find I use less that way than if I just were to drop it in my hand like this and then start pressing it in, because then I get a lot on my hand. Sometimes it starts dripping down. I don't want to waste. So if I put it in a really fine mist spray bottle, I can do 2 or 3 spritzes, and I feel like I go through it not as quickly than if I were just pouring it into my hands. This is a beautiful essence. It's the first step that I do right out of the shower. It keeps my skin super happy, super healthy, super hydrated. And I didn't really think that a liquid, because it basically looks like water, I didn't think a liquid would keep my face as hydrated. But there was a time 2.5 years ago when I was in the hospital for 10 days. And I was in the neuro ICU and then moved to the regular neuro ward after my surgery debacle. Had a brain infection, had to be airlifted from my small town to Seattle. And my husband came, and he didn't know what skincare to bring me, but he knew I'd been using this every day. He saw me do it as I was getting ready in the morning. And so he threw this in and a couple of other things, but he didn't bring a face cream, didn't bring an eye cream. He brought one face wash. He brought this, and he brought me some balm.com. And this was the only hydrating thing I had for 10 days in the hospital, and my skin came out. I wasn't dry, I wasn't flaky, I wasn't wearing makeup, and I wasn't washing a lot. I was only washing once a day, but this saved my skin. So ever since that time, I've always had some of this, and I will repurchase it, but I'm going to try and I have another essence that I'm going to try and finish before I buy more of this. But I do love this stuff, and I've probably gone through a dozen or more bottles of it. I'm going to be getting rid of this. I've had it for more than a year now. It's Paula's Choice Resist Triple Action Dark Spot Eraser, 7% AHA lotion. So I've used more than half the tube. I used it faithfully. It has 2% hydroquinone in it, and that is a skin lightener. And I picked this up specifically because I do have a hyperpigmentation spot here that I've tried so many different things to get rid of. And I've had this spot for more than a decade. I think, maybe a decade and a half now. Oh my goodness, has it been 15 years? So I remember getting this spot after spending one afternoon in the sun without SPF and sun protection. I was outside in like 100+ degree weather for like 8 hours straight. And at that point at 30, I was not wearing SPF daily. I thought that whatever SPF was in my foundation or was in my face cream was enough. I really wasn't thinking about skin protection. Don't do what I did, because I've been for the last 15 years trying to get rid of this. It's been there for a long time. I got this last spring or early summer, And I tried it for a long time. And after 5 months of using it regularly, I did not find that it had made a difference at all. And it could be that my little, 14-year-old spot at that point was so baked in there. It was like 2% hydroquinone is not going to cut it. So I just decided to quit using it because I didn't like the texture underneath makeup, and I was using it specifically on this spot. So it might work for you. It does have glycolic acid in it. It does have hydroquinone in it. And I just feel like it didn't work for my purposes, but there are some great reviews and it might work for you. What has worked for me, and I'm going to do a full review on this when my 90 days are up, is this. This is something that I finished. It's the Muesli Face RX Spot Cream. It's prescription. And it's one of those, you send pictures of your face and you talk about your concerns on an online app and you order it, and a dermatologist on the other end, I think my dermatologist is in New Jersey, like on the exact opposite end of the country, decides what would be best for you and sends you a prescription. And so this happens to be 12% hydroquinone, 6% kojic acid, and 2% niacinamide. And this has significantly lightened this. It's not gone yet, but I want to see what 90 days of using this every day, morning and night, will do for me. But this is the only thing that I've tried in the last decade that has made a noticeable difference. So there you go. I'm out of this. This is Crave's Great Barrier Relief. I love this. It's my favorite face serum. I already have a backup. And this one is like sitting on its head. I'm trying to get the last little, you can see a little bit stuck here at the bottom and on the edge. I'm trying to get the last of it, but it's basically empty. Another empty that I have is this. This is the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. I love this so much. And I've already opened another bottle. This is one that when I feel like I'm getting low, I purchase another one. But they've been having it for the last 2 Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. They've been having it on sale. So if you see it again on sale, I like it because it leaves my skin glowy and hydrated. And it has peptides in it, which help to bring back some of that bounce and plumpness to the skin. I just like it. I think it looks amazing on my skin. And on no makeup days, when I have that on and then my sunscreen, my skin just looks glowy and dewy and delicious. The last thing that I finished up is this. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This was a full-size 1 ounce that came in a Estee Lauder beauty box. Not this Christmas, but the Christmas before. And I was like, I've had it for a year. I got to bust into it. And since I hadn't opened it yet, I didn't feel bad about it just sitting there. But I do like this, but I don't like the price. It's very expensive. I think the 0.67 ounces is going to cost you 80 some odd dollars, and the 1 ounce, maybe the 1 ounce is 80 some odd dollars, and the 1.7 is the 120. It's very expensive. It's basically hyaluronic acid. I know they say there's other stuff in there. This is nice, but I'm not going to pay the price to repurchase. There you go. Those are my empties. A lot of skincare, a lot of other stuff. And it made me sad to find that bag of old makeup because I was like, that you even are still finding little pockets here and there around the house of things that you're always, obviously I'm always on the hunt for a good concealer, and I still feel like I am. I haven't really found like my holy grail. I do have a lot that I like, but it was sad to find like just makeup dying in a little bag. But thank you for watching today. Let me know what things you've been finishing. If you have favorite products, let me know what they are in the comments down below. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.